Hello everyone, I am Sacred and thank you for joining me in another Hearts of Iron 4 mod spotlight. Well, in this spotlight we are going to review the Emo Empire, the Emo Emu Empire with Focus 3. So, let's read out the mod description. Who hasn't heard of the fascist Emo regime that took up arms in Australia around the year 1936? This is a 100% accurate depiction of what happened in the Great Emu War. Do you turn communist and help Fidel Emo in his struggle against the rest of the world? Or do you prefer to help President Polk and his Democratic Party in Japan? Maybe you want just to be fascist and help the evil Emo King conquer the rest of the world. It's all possible here. Contains huge focus tree, great destination in history, great flags for all the ideologies, great generals, and mild traces of schizophrenia. Disclaimers. No shrimps were hurt during the production of this mods. No Australians were hurt during the production of this mod, and no emos were harmed during the production of this mod. So, let's go ahead, new game, and the other... Well, it's actually here listed as a somewhat major country, as a minor major, I would say. So, that's our flag. We are fascists, being led by the evil Emo King. We are totalitarian and we are fascists. Well, emo farming, emos can fly and learn to read is one of our focus trees. So there we go, that's our country's color. Well, let's get straight into the game. Let's play without historical air focuses and on regular, and let's get straight into the game. Could we strengthen our country? Let's get straight into it then. Playing as the evil Emu Empire. So, we start out with an army of 66,600. We start out with 10 military and 10 civilian factories. That's quite alright. And we start out with a population of 3.286 million. Well, our focus tree is truly really huge, so let's take a look at that one by one. The Australian dockyard projects. Wow, well, we can get 7 free dockyards there. That's quite a nice one. Emo, we can get well, this what, minus 90% reduces time ahead penalty of minus 90%, or gives a 90% research time if not out of time, valued for the next to the researchers of nuclear technology. Wow. If that's not superb, I don't know. And minus 100 time penalty, then, well, the first thing we can do is to breed more emos. Well, in this focus tree, you have to breed more emos first. There's no way around, I'm sorry. Then, you have to reform the emo political system. After you have done that, you can choose for freedom for emo kind or for one leader. Well, we'll go for one leader. Then you can either reinforce the emo regime, which means going fascist, or you can try to read the works of Karl Marx. So trying to read the works will make you get more communist. Buddhism and etc. You can go for emo factionism and the rest. You can then, after that, if you go the right path, embargo the Soviets, then you can go to war with the Soviets, war with the US, and war with the UK. Well, you can force democracy on that way and suppress opposition if you have to. Then, on the industrial path, you can here breed even more emos, which will give you a manpower of 1 million. That is certainly a nice amount there. And you can go for the emo industry and for emo weaponization. You can get emo war research labs, advanced industry, which will mean plus 8 civilian factories and plus 4 military. Well, I mean, I would rather go for 8 civilian than for 4 military ones, that's for sure. And then emos can fly. And how I told, then you can go for the Australian dockyard project, which will give you 7 naval dockyards and far big opportunities. So let's firstly breed more emos. Rapid breeding is the solution. Let's go ahead. It will take us 70 days, I think. Yeah. Research wise, I'm playing as always with the extended research tree, because playing with that is making the game simply, well, more interesting. We are quite well advanced in tanks, so that's nice. Well, doctrine wise, I'm not certain to what to go for. Let's go for the the mobile warfare doctrine. Let's go for the, I don't know, tanks. I mean, yeah, let's grand battle plan. Oh, I really cannot choose here at that point. I would say let's simply go for the German mobile warfare doctrine. There we go. And then naval doctrine. Let's of course develop our industry as well, construction, and this SRD, the special research division, as always. We have idle factories, but since all of our slots are filled because we have so many factories, we cannot build anything useful. We could improve our infrastructure. That's the only thing we could do, actually. We could build some naval force, also naval bases, but I don't think we need a improved naval base. So saying that, I will simply go ahead and wait. Where's our capital? Our capital is here. How about is our capital? It's actually our capital. Look to that. So I will actually, let's go ahead and build a coastal fort in Hobart. I'll know what to do, to be honest. Maybe improve the, infrastructure in Victoria. We cannot build more factories anyways because it's so overlasted. So it's the only, well, a somewhat smart thing we can do. Well, we could build anti-air, but who will bombard us, to be honest? Who? Well, the British, no, they won't. Let's see, our army has how many divisions? We have 7 divisions. Let's see. Down below here, we have 2 divisions. The mobile emus and the second mobile emus. Let's create an army with them. And here in this theater, we have 5 divisions. We have the emus with guns, armored emus, 2 more emus with guns, and veteran emus. We are actually in war with Australia. Well, we have 7 divisions and they have 3 to 5, so we should win this war, I hope. Production wise, let's get our production flooding already. Let's get weapons and let's get some proper light tank. So let's get 3 light tanks. Let's get motorized artillery and more equipment. And 3 weapons and 1 artillery there. We need everything. This wouldn't be good for my industry, so never mind. We need oil. Fine. So let's get oil from the Soviet Union. It's fine. Then next, could I go for sport equipment? No, without getting new equipment, I could not. Yeah, we like simply equipment of every kind. That's the main problem. If I would like to build artillery, I would have to import tungsten and steel, so I guess we'll do this fine. Let's import tungsten and steel, there's no way around, so British Malaya and steel from the Klaus, yeah, South Union. There we go. That's fine. We have low manpower, I know, that's why we are breeding more emus. Let's go ahead. Oh, actually, never mind. Here. We have Field Marshal Saad Emo Emu, Field Marshal Mr. Emu General, and General Llama. Why a llama? Let's give them 5 Mr. Emu General. There we go. You will push against, that's quite hilarious. We'll only have to capture Canberra, Sydney, and Newcastle, then they will surrender. That's why I will control them by my own, actually. Llama, let's go up to the front line. Let's go and capture Canberra on our own. Well, we have a quite decent fleet. We have 6 submarines. There we go. We have to recruit humans. We have to recruit these. We have to hire some filthy humans because we don't have our own admiral. So look at that. A human. No, why? Why do we have to have humans for the Emo Empire? So I would suggest the mod developer to also add some Emo admirals. Because nobody, I would doubt that an emo would like to see a human. Yeah, a human. That should certainly be a horrible thing to even imagine. Yeah, push aggressively. Let's tell the tanks to push into Sydney. You can push there as well. You push to Brisbane and you to push to Townsville. The battle, we have to encircle them. Let's do this. Let's go around and encircle the Australians in Canberra. So the 2nd Infantry Battalion is fighting against us. They'll fight horribly, I can tell you that. We'll attack them from every direction. Yeah, the armored guns are on their way, and let's encircle them. Well, now we're being attacked. Well, we're gonna go around and encircle the Cambarians. And you go ahead and capture Sydney and help our units of crushing off the Australians. Well, oh, okay, they aren't in the faction yet. If they would have been in the Allies, they would have caught in the British Empire, which would have been a problem. But they are not in the faction, so that's quite, well, nice. Sadly, we will only get 2 military, 2 naval, and 5 civil factories with the annexation, so that's not so nice. Look at that. Did they just leave Canberra around? They just left Canberra. Well, I can gladly just march into Canberra then. That shouldn't be a problem. But they have they can break through of 4. Yeah, the tanks defense isn't really that nice. We captured Canberra, and the Australians, they are 71% towards capitulation already. Let's capture Sydney. Actually, let's leave them be there. Let's just go ahead and capture Sydney. And then they should surrender. There we go. We're gonna capture Townsville and soon Brisbane. So, this is how the evil Emo Empire will win the war against the Australians. Who would have saw that coming? Well, I certainly did not see that coming. Yeah, we certainly need more steel. What about the Australian resources? Do I have plenty? I actually have none. Ah, god damn it. Why? I thought they're 28, but I guess we are on expert focus. Yeah, that's the main problem there. Otherwise, we are breeding more emos. We can perhaps speed up the, well, game speed. There we go. The Treaty of Brisbane. So Australia is defeated. They are defeated, and I will actually go ahead and, since we have a core on that territory, I will annex South Australia. I will annex New South Wales. I will annex Queensland as well. And I'll annex Papua and Bismarck and Zone Islands. And then they only have Western Australia. Well, look to that. We don't have a core in Western Australia. So you know what? I think I will let them keep their independence. Yeah, and I will puppet them. Yeah. So let's firstly we can't. Let's go here. End the turn. Let's pass once. Annex Queensland. There we go. Now we're gonna puppet Australia. There we go. That's, well, so we have shown mercy. That's for sure. We have been merciful against the Australians, and there you go. So, evil Emo Empire took 6 states, and Central Australia was puppeted. So yes, they exist. The Australians still exist, but they have a core population of, let's say, 362,000. Well, at least they can advance their research tree, and so they can get free factories. That's why I did keep them, to get the free factories here, which they will get. That's funny. Australia. Oh, look to that. Okay, so now we have a core population of 6.95 million, and we got the Australian colonies here. There we go. Well, we need steel, so let's get it from the Soviet Union. That shouldn't be a problem there. Continue our game and start producing actually some ships. I want to get a battleship. That's heavy out of date, so I will go for the 1.69 years. It's taking quite a time, so I will go for the destroyers then. Yeah, we are getting 2 per year. 2 per year, well, that's something, isn't it? It's 2 per year, that's at least something. Why can I only deploy them here in orbit? That's weird. Because they aren't connected to the mainland. Okay. So our capital is Tasmania, which should be moved to there, because now that's our only naval base where ships can get produced. Tasmania. So can I build factories? Yes, I can. Yes, great. I have 12 military and 11 civilian. We can build 3 more factories there. I think I will build military ones, because, well, I need civilians for trading, so let's actually build 1 civilian factory in Queensland. Yeah, there you go, Centralized Australia, and the rest is the evil Emo Empire. And we still didn't finish breeding more emos. Oh, that's quite sad. Well, we will finish it soon, and let's see how far we can come in this spotlight of the evil Emo Emu Empire. Well, next I will, I think, go for the Australian dockyard projects. Yeah, for the, so we can get a decent navy. Let's see how strong our navy is. We have to meet with all of Tasmania, I guess, and breed more emos. Okay, let's move it to Victoria. Actually, Sydney, New South Wales, Sydney. We have 2 heavy cruisers, 4 light cruisers, 1 destroyer, and 34 submarines. Yeah, it has to be led by a human. Disgusting, I know, but what should we do? So, well, I wanna get 1 million more emos. To do that, we have to get Emu Industry 2. So we will get this. Actually, first I will get this 7 free naval dockyards. So we have got a subtle maybe, but no dockyards. Let's build some. I can agree with that. Next thing. Well, we are already on the war economy. I would say let's go for limited experts. Yeah, limited experts. And then, other than that, let's see. We have to refill our stockpile and start producing sport equipment and motorized equipment as well. Yeah, well, resources are the problem. Tungsten. I think I can stop the import of tungsten. I can certainly, and I can stop the import of a lot of steel. There we go. We have no aluminum though. That's the main problem as well. But well, let's get them queued in. Aluminum. Yeah. Floor equipment will come next. Next on the line. So, who shall we invade? We could invade the Dutch East Indies, but they have nothing worth capturing, to be honest. So let's do the emo industry to get the 1 million emo population. And the Spanish Civil War, well, I couldn't care less, to be honest. We want the concentrated emo industry. We need lots of iron and lots of steel. God damn it, that is certainly not good. We need 18 steel and 6 oil. Well. Yeah, I wanna get a light cruiser then, but they will cost quite a bit, to be honest. Producing them will mean that we'll have to import, well, firstly 3 lines of steel and 1 line of oil. So 3 lines of steel, 1 line of oil, and 3 lines of steel. 1, 2, 3. I guess it isn't really worth, although. What triggered People's Sport Party was the next. Okay, triggered People's Sport Group. Why was it called like that? Okay, they are called Triggered People's Sport Group. Alright, fine there. Electronic engineering. Well, I would like to conquer the British Raj next. So Emu Industry, let's get Emu Industry 2, and then let's breed even more emos. And why did France and Britain announce their alliance so early already? How did they manage that? How they did go for this path? Okay, interesting. Let's see how the world will develop. I mean, playing as the evil Emu Empire is completely historical, isn't it? It's completely historical, therefore, yeah. They did abandon the Westminster system, apparently. Well done. And so we are done building the cement factory there. Now, next, let's build it in one more in Queensland. And we have 312 points. Let's use these points in order to get first a captain of industry, and to second get a military theorist. I have to produce more troops. Let's get the emus. Emus with cars, armored emus, mountain emus, emus riding emus. Emus riding emus. Oh, that's well said. Oh. Alright, so mountaineers are always the better call, you know, so I will go ahead and get the mountain emus. Yeah, they should move the capital to the mainland, because we cannot use the Australian mainland. We have to produce our troops down below here in Hobart, in Tasmania. Which feels, to be honest, like a different country, doesn't it? But yeah, whatever. We are training 100,000. Well, it's wrong. It's saying men there, but it should say that we are training 100,000 emus. Not 100,000 men, 100,000 emus we are training. And look to that, the Germans, bloodthirsty Germans. Next thing, breed even more emos, more soldiers, grah! Of course, I couldn't agree more at that point. There we go, mobile warfare achieved. Kind of computing there, and let's go for the army focus, then the commands. Oh, that's nice. Well, we need a somewhat decent, a strong navy actually, in order to conquer the India, yeah. India will be our first target, which will mean that we'll have to conquer New Zealand as well. And the French colonies, so that's nice. Even more colonies for us. Well, I can't explain there. The Chinese, they're certainly too much divisions for me. Yeah, research slot available. Go ahead, get the better industry. It's only open over these ahead. And look at that, we have bred even more emos. Well, next, I would say, next on the line will be to reform the political system. Since when did emos even have a political system? Well, since now, I would say. Certainly since now. Let's get an industrial concern there. Well, our navy isn't strong enough yet. Well, we need to get marines. We need to get a sizable amount of marines, actually, so I will stop producing mountain emos there, but I'll have to research marines anyways. Yeah, the next thing we're gonna research will be marines. Yeah, we need marines. Don't forget, like, when you apply as the Emo Empire to get bloody marines. Otherwise, things ain't work out good for you. Then, armored emos. Well, we are not producing any motorized equipment, so that's the main problem there. But we will change this right now. Let's go into the production and actually start getting motorized equipment. Let's lower light tanks by 2 and weapons by 1. There you go, now we need only rubber. Let's get 3 rubber from the British Malayas. Conquering the British Malaya, British Rye will be fun. So I can say that this mod will be, well, can be really enjoyable. Army restructure. How should I put it? Our army currently lacks any kind of restructure. Well, it doesn't. Oh, that's why we like for one leader. Why have a democracy? And you can have a dictatorship. So it's true. Why have a democracy when you can have a dictatorship? Let's go ahead. Start. And let's get more of the good old civilian factories, this time in New South Wales. There we go. We have 12 military and 12 civilian factories at the moment. Well, I think I could even enact total mobilization. Oh, we can't because we are not in war. Well, let's find them. I will get army. Can we get something useful for us? Like ship designer, armor designer. Nothing really useful there. Let's get infantry. About marines, something marine wise here. No, let's get, well, yeah, recovery rate is always nice. I will also get the let's get the traditional, I mean, factory outputs. Let's get the no, hard to call on. Let's get the army organization. There we go. There we go. We are stockpiling up our equipment in order to get some Emo Marines, and then to invite all of the allies, all of them. We'll crush them. We'll get all of Africa, all of India, everything will be commanded by the evil Emo Emu Empire. What's that? Poland seeks political cooperation. Oh well, that's truly a different timeline. So we could either reinforce the Emo regime, which will say go Emo Emus, or well, I think I will reinforce the Emo Emu regime, yeah. Let's do this. Go Emo Emus. Let's reinforce it. We have unassigned divisions, probably untrained as well. That is not acceptable. Yeah, here they will get trained. Well, they need some training as well. Oh, you're gonna train as well. And now time to get some Marines. Marines. And we'll get them, I can tell you, in really high quantities. And then the Emo infrastructure. Well, we have 1,000 artillery, that's quite a bit. Plus 1,000. That's certainly a good support. So we'll use also artillery in our mountain emus and in our normal marines there. Well done to circumnavigate the globe. Next thing will be to get proper sport weapons. Oh, Japan, the bloodthirsty Japanese, they just declared war on the Chinese. Look to that. Unbelievable, is it? Truly unbelievable. Focus. Rule with an iron claw. Emo Emu factionalism. Genocide the shrimps. Birdism. I will actually go for the advanced industry there. So let's go ahead and get the Emo Industry 3. Emus don't have hands. Well, that doesn't matter because we will get the factories anyways. Well, so I can tell you that this mod is, well, really not well known, but it's insanely fun. So I could really suggest you to download it and to play it. To play as the evil Emo Emu Empire is certainly really enjoyable, and I can only suggest you to try this out. It's really fun. Well, I certainly enjoy it. I enjoy it by my heart. So well done to the mod developer here. For me, focus trees are important, and well, they decide if the country is either fun to play or not. And this one is certainly big, how it's said in this mod's description, and fun to play as well. And therefore, I would rate this mod as a good one. Why would I join the anti-comintern pact? Oh, okay, let's just join it, fine. Sorry, Soviet Union. And Emo Industry 3, what's that? A subject may soon raise its autonomy. Why? Why? I mean, that's interesting. They are a puppet. Do they want to get the dominion or what? Emu War Research Labs. Well, if they get independent, we will simply annex them. That easy it will be. So, I even could matter. It doesn't matter for me. Well, let's see. They have 3 military and 3 civilian factories. Oh, they have a daily autonomy again. That's why. Well, they can try to raise their independence. That's fine. After they get their factories done, we'll annex them one by other. They can break independent, and then they can try to fight us with their population of 371,000, which would make, in the best case of all people serve, even like 60,000 troops. In the best case. And I mean, who will stand a chance against the developed evil Emu Empire? Or they change the level from autonomy to colony. Well done. Central Australia changed autonomy level from puppet to colony. Well, congratulations, Australia. Congratulations. Let's get a proper Emu battleship. Well, Emus controlling a battleship will be certainly, I would say, more than interesting to see. But why not? Emus can manage it without a problem. Therefore, they will. On firepower, there we go. We got marines. Now it's time to produce less nano. They should be called water emus, not marines. Water emus. Rename it. Let's add them some marine battalions. Yeah, some marine battalions. Also, they will get an engineer company and let's save it. Also, 1 artillery battalion since they can't get more, and water emus. Let's train the water emus in Tasmania. We don't train it in high quantity. Well, we can get only 10 anyway, so let's train 10. We'll simply keep them modifying. Emu War Research Labs. There we go. Now it's actually time to get the advanced industry. Rapid industrial development is pretty cool, right? I would agree with you. Yep, that is pretty cool. So we have 37 factories in total. 37. We're gonna get more. I would say it's time to get some military ones, so let's get one military in New South Wales and also in New Queensland. About that, let's get hierarchy here in order to build it faster. Hierarchy, and then the first one I guess exchange of ideas. Oh, this is building faster. It will be finished 23rd of February. Yep, it's building faster. There we go. Rapid industrialization of the evil Emu Empire. Oh, we are quite the power, are we? We are not even alone. We have the centralist Australia there. Oh, look at that. They have 1 division. They have 1 division. Wow, Australia. 1 division. 1. It's your first division. Let's check. They have a... They are a colony, but they're growing. They have one piece only. Good luck. Good luck, Australia. And they have no claims, so why would they even, well, try to get independence? So, next, emus can fly. Let's actually go and restructure our army. How should I put it? Our army currently lacks any kind of real structure. Reforming it would be a good idea. So, what can I say? I can summarize that this mod is certainly a fun mod to play. I can suggest you to try to play this as well. The link to the mod will be, as always, included down below in the description. Let me know if you'd like to see me continuing this mod or not. Anyways, go sure to leave a like, also to subscribe to the mods, and maybe to add it to your favorites if you liked it. With that, I'm Sacred, and I'm out. Have a good day to you all, and see you next time. Goodbye.